So, let's start from the beginning. Where were you born?
I was born in Lima, Peru.
Great. What a fascinating place to be born. And then tell us your sort of very whistle-stop journey, university to your career to where you are today.
Yeah, of course. So I went to uni in Lima and I first thought I wanted to be a lawyer. So I started, my first year was law school and I hated it. So then I moved to economics and I thought that was more interesting. So then because of that, my first kind of few like internships and jobs were in like investment banking.
So talk to us about investment banking. How did you find that?
Well, at first I started as an intern. So like the hours were like bad, but not too bad. But then as soon as I went in as an analyst, that's when like it started to like consume my life a little bit more. So I was like, okay, this looked cool, but like now it's like, I like work-life balance.
Tell us about the hours.
10 p.m. at least. Every day.
That's just crazy.
And every Sunday. Every Sunday I'd have lunch and then my parents would drive me to the office because it was near their house.
And how did it make you feel?
Horrible. I hated it.
So you needed an escape. And how did you escape?
Yeah, well, I moved countries first.
Right, okay.
So I came to London without a job because
Yeah.
I was open to anything and I just wanted a bit of a change. And then I landed at Mediacom. So I interviewed for an exec role and I got it. And then I've just been in media, paid social ever since.
So you must have liked it. And so if you think about those kind of first days, weeks in this industry, what was it like? What did you think?
Well, it was very different because I went through the whole interview process and even with that, I didn't really know what I was going to be doing.
Yeah.
Paid media isn't something that you learn in uni or school. And it was like fairly new, like it was like 10 years ago. But I did like it very quickly because I could apply the stuff that I'd learned in banking, studying economics, numbers and data analysis and all that, which a lot of people didn't because they'd come from like non-numerical degrees or whatever. So I quickly got it, like quicker than anyone else. But then I had to learn loads of new things. Marketing wasn't like my background, or like being a bit more creative, that also wasn't my background. So I liked it like very quickly because it was like comfortable but also challenging.
So, I mean, you've done extremely well at Nest, being promoted multiple times, you know, like on the senior management team. And when I think about you as an individual, like you're just very professional, driven, ambitious. What are the drivers behind that?
I think it's the managers I've had and the way my career kind of happened, because again, going back to banking, it was all very kind of like too hierarchical. So like you had to be a certain way. And then when I started Mediacom, my manager then had this like work ethic of be super professional, this is work type of thing that kind of stuck with me. And to me, it's helped me progress. The quality of my work speaks for itself, and I won't put my name to something that I'm not proud of or that I don't think is high quality. And like the way I conduct myself, and I feel like that served me well.
Where does the drive come from? Because you're extremely driven.
I don't know.
Maybe you were born with it.
Maybe.
Is your dad driven? Is your mum driven? Like,
yeah, they are. They're very driven people. Obviously, like we've had challenges through life, and like I feel like I've learned from them. But I feel like, you know, I moved home when I was 22, so I've just had to have that really. Like I just landed here in a country where I knew 2 people, didn't have a job, and had my savings, and I spent them all before I had a job. So I was like, thank God I got that one. So yeah, I think just like moving countries when I was really young and moving careers and just having to do everything by myself.
Yeah. And one thing I always like to hear from you is like, you know, London and the UK gets a lot of negative comments at the moment.
Yeah.
And you're always highly positive. So what do you love about living in the UK?
Well, yeah, I kind of have to defend the UK to my British friends. Just because, like, I also come from, like, a big, chaotic city, but where I didn't have the same opportunities I do here. I feel like there's more different types of people that you can meet here. Like, you can do anything you want at the weekend, you have in London. You're so close to, like, Europe, you can go all the time. And I just feel like I like the vibe. I don't buy into the stereotype of, like, British people being, like, closed off and not open. I found them quite welcoming from, like, day one.